Good morning, everybody. We're going to start off the week of reviews with another song review. This morning, we're going to review a version of Neil Young's "Helpless" that was recorded and filmed for the Austin City Limits TV show back in 1984. This is a version of This is probably one of my all-time favorite versions of "Helpless." To me, it fit in so well with Neil's country material, and it is so gorgeous. And especially, there's a harmonica part at the end of the song that I just love. And I remember when I taped this off of TV, because I taped it off of TV and kept the cassette of the show for years to jam to. But when I taped it off of TV, the end after "Helpless" was cut off, so I didn't have the whole show. Well, come to find out, I didn't have the whole show anyway, because I have since heard the whole show. And he did do a few songs after that. And another song that we're going to review a little farther down the line comes from the Austin City Limits taping also, which is the song Powderfinger, which is a countrified version of Powderfinger, but we will be reviewing that a little later down the road. And as I said, this is a song that really fit in well with Neil's country material. And Ben Keith, Neil's steel guitar player, really did some really beautiful steel work on this version of "Helpless." And it also reminds me of like if Linda Ronstadt or Emmylou Harris covered the song. That's how gorgeous it is. Let me give you a little background as to the time period. Neil was in the throes of a prison sentence of a contract at Geffen Records, and he was being sued or getting ready to be sued for being non-commercial, that is, not producing records or not making records characteristic of his sound or previous record, which I think is rather ludicrous, because as we know, Neil is not one to repeat himself. He always likes to change and experience the new musical, experience a new musical trend, and or try something new. And so he was in the throes of almost being sued, and he was into his country phase, and he had recorded a version of "Old Ways" that Geffen Records refused to release because, if I remember right, they said it was too country, which is a bunch of crud. But and so Neil managed to get another version of "Old Ways" released, and this was the version that he was touring behind when he went out with the International Harvesters back in 84 and 85. And I'll explain some more about that when we do our review of The Treasure, which is a live album that was released during that time period. And we're going to do something a little different today for this review. Instead of the CD, a picture of the CD that Helpless comes from, we're going to just have a screen recording of the set list from the Austin City Limits taping, so you can see who was in the band and the other songs that he did. And this is really one of my favorite time periods of Neil's career, because he did songs that you wouldn't think would work as country songs, but they do. And I really hope you'll enjoy this.